questions that would be asked against Rahul Gandhi is why was it not done when the Congress was in power in the last 10 years of UPA rule? There could have been a possibility of actually EVMs being removed and ballot papers being introduced, but why now? So this is something that the BJP has raised. But at the same time, there is apprehensions with regards to the EVMs. It's been, first of all, expressed by other parties also. But again, in a democracy, well, you're looking at evolution as such, but there is a marked trust deficit, though there was an open plan of hacking that was offered by the Election Commission and asked hackers to come, especially keeping in mind the Aam Aadmi Party who had raised objections to it, to find out how it can be hacked. But again, there have been reports of some of them actually backing out, and the Aam Aadmi Party having its own EVMs, showing out how it can be hacked and how it cannot be hacked. But the fact remains is that most mature democracies do not use EVMs, and that it is they rely on ballot paper, thinking that electronic devices can be tampered with. But it is an assurance that has been given by the Election Commission of India that such things is not possible. They have been adding to it safety features like the VVPAT, which in fact shows to which candidate the vote has gone. So these are some of the things that have come with regards to the evolution of the EVM as a machine. But still, there is a huge lot of issues associated with it. But coming to politics, one of the things that we do see in the plenary session is an attack on the EVMs as such, and probably hinting, saying that there could be attempt to tamper it, probably trying to say that there could be subversion of democracy as such. Now, this has been given out at the plenary session, probably as a rally cry by the Congress also, when it says when you go into the elections, these are the things that could be possibly against you. So that is one thing that has in fact emerged. But in the plenary session also, interestingly enough, the economic policies of the government were in fact pulled up. The policies of, especially with schemes for the poor, were also pulled up, said that there was a complete distortion of the programs that were introduced by the Congress. So these are issues that have been already there. But EVM seem to have in fact dominated the discussion of that plenary session to a large extent. So it looks like the Congress, after a series of poll defeats, seem to be quite wary about EVMs. Michael.
Yes, Verghese, well, the last word you said, a series of poll defeats. Could that be the reason why the Congress, probably they don't have a proper excuse here. They cannot find a reason to pinpoint their losses on. Could that be the reason why they are pinpointing EVMs? And do you think it can be done? Do you think for the Karnataka Assembly elections that EVMs will come into play? And do you think the Congress's move, the Congress has enough weight to push the use of ballot paper for the Karnataka Assembly elections, Verghese?
Well, in a way, if you look at how the Karnataka elections are going to come, of course, it will be too late for introducing ballot papers. But again, there seems to be a push on the part of the Congress over to ensure that the EVMs are used, but the ballot papers are used to a large extent. But in Karnataka, the situation is such that there seems to be a confidence among the Congress party, saying that they will be coming back to power. They have been, in fact, harping about it to a large extent, and also pointed out to certain bypoll victories that have happened, and also the recent Lok Sabha victories that are there, where it is being said that, you know, the parties who have won in that bypolls, they are actually reaping the benefit of the anger that is there against the Modi government. So that is something that has been harped on. But when we look at whether the EVMs or ballot papers, it's for Karnataka, well, again, as said, it depends upon how there are forceful institutional structures that can actually take a decision on it. It can't be one party's reasoning that could be, in fact, looked into. Probably others also would be called in, and it's a long process. So probably they have started a debate of whether to use the ballot paper or EVMs, and they are trying to bring it to the mainstream as such. So the debate has started, but whether there will be something actionable on the ground, well, that is a big question mark.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe the ballot papers may not be used for the assembly elections, but 2019 is not too far away. Maybe that could see the use of ballot papers over EVMs if there is enough of a push from opposition parties, from the Congress. The Congress seems to be leading the charge as of now, but we'll have to wait and see. Probably not in the immediate future.